feeling is opera diva Lesley Garrett, who was gutted when she got knocked out in Series 1. Here's her Strictly story.
They were fantastic.
Really?
All my life I've wanted to dance. And I'm just loving doing it. I can't tell you how much I'm loving doing it. And I just don't want it to stop.
Quite often the professional does all the work and leaves his lady partner doing very little. But you both contributed equally.
I've always been a bit scared of these Latin dancers because they just do seem not something I could do.
Completely tres bon.
Oh, I'm going to look stupid doing that because of my age, I suppose, is what I've thought. God, I can't do that! Somebody like me has to win this competition. It's got to be somebody who is loving doing this, who's evangelical about ballroom and Latin dancing. And I'm sorry, but that's me and Anton.
The couple with the lowest score and therefore leaving us tonight. It's Lesley and Anton.
Oh. I feel just brilliant that I've learnt 10 dances, and I've learnt 10 dances with this amazing man here. Because I'll tell you, I mean it, every woman in the planet should have half an hour with him.
She's literally starting to cry now, just watching that. Here to give their views on the controversy of Saturday night, please welcome Lesley Garrett and judge Bruno Tonioli.
Gorgeous.
Lesley, you really do know more than anyone. How are they feeling? They're being brave, but how did you feel? How long did it take for you to get used to not being part of it?
I'm still getting used to it, actually. It's terrible when I come and watch, when I'm in the audience. I just want to trip Patsy up, actually, and say, oh, broken ankle, never mind, I'm here. It takes you forever to get over it. It really does. Because you all bond together. It's the most fantastic feeling of family, and I'm sure they're just feeling gutted.
You're addicted, are you?
Oh, yes, complete addict. I mean, I'm still doing it. I've not given it up.
I know, you're dancing with your husband. Anton teaches you.
Yeah, we're doing our medals next year. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm dancing my show as well. Anton's choreographing me. It's all happening.
It's fantastic. Yep. We're going to talk about some of the flashpoints of Saturday night, the things that people went, at home. Okay. First up, we're leaving, Bruno.
Oh, well, I am absolutely gutted, as they say here, because he was good. He was good, and the votes were good. And I'm just surprised that people at home just, what did they look at? You've got to vote. You've got to. It's not good saying, oh, well, he's halfway there, I'm going to vote for somebody else. If you don't support your favourite contestants, they're going to go out. It's not good relying on, say, oh, maybe somebody else votes. Go on the phone and vote.
OK, bossy.
No,
bossy,
but it's true. A week off this week.
Well, it's happened. Yeah, he does.
But also, don't you think this series, more than any series, it's just total, it's open house. It could be anyone in the final.
But even more so. You see, you cannot just say, you know, well, I'm not going to vote for him this week because he's all right, he's halfway there. It's not good because it's such a tight competition this year. Anything can happen. It changes week by week.
I know.
And, you know, you've got to keep on it.
I think you all sort of expected that Bill was going to leave. Here's just a quick reminder of his rumba. Have a look.
Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay.
You guys were harsh. Oh, you're wincing, both of you. I have to say, Lesley, but the rumba's hard, isn't it?
Oh, I love the rumba. I just
It's
loved
fabulous,
it.
the
It was the
rumba.
one Latin dance I really, really loved, I must admit, because it's just so sexy and fabulous. And, you know, if you're working with somebody who perhaps isn't the sexiest thing on two legs, I mean, he's lovely, Bill, we love him, but, you know, perhaps sexiness isn't what he does best.
Well, no, he was attacking the woman like Godzilla on a building. He was going like, boom, boom. But, I mean, you know, what is that all about?
Would you like to try it again?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I quite like
You know,
that,
I mean, he was slap, but I would do, you know, you have to go for it. There has to be some sensuality to the dance. You can't just bash her
But
about.
if you can't do that, I would have said, you know, maybe...
Some girls like a more forward approach.
Well, he could have... he could have had a few more steps, I thought, in there. I know how I felt with some of these dancers, some of the Latin dancers, and you could feel a bit insecure if it's not your thing. And what you need is a few steps that you can just learn and know that you know how to do those steps, and that's what that's... And stick to the steps. Okay. Stick to the basic.
But, and you have to, you know, and there's a beautiful lady, you know, like, you know, what certain people in the competition, they really use and they make the girl feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And you get results.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
not saying who, because it's, you know, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
All right.
And
And Anton was
sorry,
wonderful.
sorry.
I want to talk about result, and this was the big talking point. The shock was that Patsy and your Anton were in the bottom two because they performed so brilliantly. Here is their quick step for Saturday night.
High above, the moon was new, the sun was love.
She made a few mistakes.
Now, Lesley, you've said that every woman in Britain should have half an hour of Anton, which there's just not
probably
the
have
time.
already.
Well, yeah. That's all we've got time for, really.
Yeah, all right, crashing on. But why is he so special? Because
Oh, he's such fun. He's just such fun. You have such a great time. And you could see that in the dance they did last week. They were just having a ball. And that's actually what this competition is about. I mean, it's about improving your dancing, but have fun.
With it.
And they were. And it was the best, I think, that they've done in the whole competition so far. It was wonderful.
Did you agree? I mean, you gave them a high score.
Yes,
Patsy was grinning
But
from
she
beginning
was
to
at
end.
ease.
Yes.
She was playing the part. She was at ease with
But
him.
he makes that happen.
And
He's so good at that. He's so good at making women
And
just
if
feel
he's an
fabulous about
entertainment,
themselves.
if you don't entertain an audience, you don't entertain me, it's not going to work. There were a few mistakes, but I think overall her performance was much better than the week before.
And she finished everything
And she
nicely,
finished the
'cause
move.
That's been her problem.
And usually she
She's not been
does
finished.
it.
She's been a bit untidy.
Yeah.
And she was really
But she
spot
was.
on, wasn't it? Except for that bit in the middle when she
Yeah,
just lost
but-
it. But she got back. Now
I
that's
don't think I'm ever
some
going to speak
doing.
again.
And she covered it well. I mean, the
Exactly.
face never lost it.
I could never
It went
do
all over
that.
the place, but the
In my
face...
cha-cha-cha, when I had the dead ferret on my head. Do you remember the dead ferret? And I completely lost it. I never got back in, did I?
Yeah, but she did.
She did.
But that's
Okay,
the acting,
sorry.
darling. The
All right.
acting. It's the acting.
Zoe and Ian were the top scorers on Saturday night. Here's a reminder of how they won the... Literally, listen to me, the first 10 of the series.
You got the wrong guess.
For the whole
Hello. They should.
They should have their own show.
They should.
They're practicing.
But not right now. OK. How chuffed were you to get the 10?
Oh, I got completely gobsmacked. Yeah, we have to thank
great,
Bruno.
thank
It
you.
was
It
amazing.
was-
I literally leapt up on your foot, didn't I? I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
you did.
I was completely hysterical. And then afterwards, we both went really quiet.
Oh, did you? It was so sweet. But there was a mistake, wasn't there? Now, Ian, talk us through it, because we're going to show the slow motion, just in case people didn't see this at home.
As
just
you can
remind
see,
them.
we're about to go into Charleston step, and her leg was already up.
I was just keen.
I actually didn't
Just a bit
see it.
keen on that.
I didn't see it because when I'm sitting, you're in that
You
corner.
can't see everything, can you?
I didn't see it, but nevertheless,
Yeah.
even if I saw it, I still would have given you a 10 because the musicality of the performance, the joy of the performance,
I did love
the
it. It
ease
was
of the
brilliant.
performance, the beauty of the performance deserved a 10. I'm sorry.
Elbows.
Oh, no, sorry. Elbows, yeah. And I loved it. If I love it, I love it.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
that-
no, thank you.
OK, good. Now, wait, I'm coming back to you. As 50% of the final score is decided by the public every week, they gave Colin and Erin 2 10s.
Yes.
You two are the favourites. How big is a threat, if you like? How big a threat is Colin to you guys?
Well, the thing is, we don't really see ourselves as the favourites. We're kind of
No.
just getting on with it. As everyone keeps saying, "Oh, you're the favourites, you're the favourites." We're just doing our best. And yes, maybe we should close that gap. Those floats kind of helped a bit there. But the thing is, the boys are, you know, Darren and Colin are looking so good. I mean, my money would be on Darren or Colin to win. Obviously, I can't say that in front of him because he get really
Or
cross with me.
James. I think, you know, James has got a great public
No
vote.
chance.
And,
If he carries
his
on.
boring's good. His boring's
Yeah,
great.
but you don't know that, because, I mean,
Yeah, with the
it's
viewers,
very
the
open,
Boring's
isn't
great.
it?
And
He
at
is
the
a
end of the
popular
day,
Not with
it's
your
normally
vote.
the public vote that decides it.
OK.
So,
And finally, a couple of adjectives. How are you feeling about your tango? Because you've got 2 tangos.
Saucy. I like it a lot.
It's very passionate. We have a
It's really-
story.
he gets to
We
kill
have a
me at the end,
storyline.
which
Yeah,
he's
it's
loving.
great.
OK, good. More of that later on in the week. Guys, thank you so much. That's it for today. Join us tomorrow when Fiona Phillips tells us how she's recovering from her Strictly experience. Darren drops in to defend his caterpillar, and Len Goodman will once again be holding my accoutrements as he conducts his masterclass. Thank you to all my brilliant guests. Now, of course, Saturday night is dance night, but we've discovered it's not only restricted to this stage. They're cuddling. Good night.
Let's have a group cuddle.